Take a chair and sing a song loud and strong. Sorry, I didn't see you there. We're back for week 8 of Can I Learn Hebrew in 14 Weeks? And apparently your man can't count. I only have 13 total weeks before I head to Cambridge, and okay, that's too long. But I'm already to the point now, thankfully, where I can read largely narrative as long as I have the aid of a lexicon and the aid of just some referential materials. So that's already really exciting. But we're on week 8. I am dealing with new verb forms this week. The PL, the pual, the hitpael, and maybe some others as well. I think the hefal and the hofal will be this week as well. So I should finish out many of the verb forms and potentially be starting eventually on weak verb forms, which I don't even know what they are yet, but they've been referenced. So exciting. We are diving in this week. We're gonna do some more translations. We're gonna make some more note cards. And we are going to continue to learn more about the love of God through learning the language that He used to speak to His people first. Let's go! All right, I am at Papa Roti. This place is crazy because I had Papa Roti last time when I was deployed to the Middle East in the UAE. So they had it in Abu Dhabi, and it's amazing. So I'm gonna study here for a little bit today and get me a Papa Roti, which are these delicious like honey glazed bun things. I'll show you in a minute. They're amazing. But Reno, the guy who owns the place, is super awesome. So if you're ever in Vegas, check out Papa Roti for sure. Papa Roti's amazing. Getting an excellent coffee.
Cuban cortadillo, just for you. Hot, and I'm creme bruleeing the top of it. So the froth of the milk and the coconut palm sugar as well. Get this to a nice golden brown for you. Then I'm gonna pour this hot shot right over top of it.
That sounds amazing. This is sweet. Oh man, all right, here we go.
Ready?
Ready for it, let's go.
There you go.
All right.
Enjoy.
Thank you, Grant.
Enjoy.
I got
it. A little bit hot, but you can probably take a sip of it if you want to.
I'm gonna try it right now. Oh, wow. Dude. All right, it is another day, and I am on to chapter 20, and one of the interesting things about chapter 20, right, it's the hefal and the hofal, which are the two last like primary verb stems. One of the interesting things about it is the actual translation from chapter 20 is Genesis 49, which is largely in poetic format. So this will be my first like real foray into trying to translate Hebrew poetry, which uses a lot of different conventions, and often just like in English poetry, right? You need a more expansive understanding of the language in order to be successful. I'm gonna head to Vesta Coffee because Vesta Coffee, I checked this place out before. Their coffee is super good, people are friendly. I think there's like a standing area, so I'll probably basically use a standing desk today because I've heard that sitting is the new smoking, right? This is what somebody said somewhere. Go on. Go on. I'm just driving here. New day, and poetry is hard. I somewhat feel for my former students when I told them, poetry is not that bad. Poetry in English is one thing. Poetry in a completely different language, when you don't know the conventions and what's going on in their world, man, it is another thing entirely. So I'm doing Hebrew poetry in what are called the blessings to Jacob's sons, but some of them are not really blessings. They're more like prophecies. It's kind of rough, but it's good, and I will continue to work on it. So I'm going to a new coffee shop today. It's called Iwana, or Ivana, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of downtownish. We'll see if I can actually get there and find parking. Done for today. Well, not for the whole day, but I did meet with or met a couple of awesome folks, so that was cool. And we talked for like, I don't know, an hour and a half about the things of God. So that was worthwhile. This is why I do this in public sometimes, just because it's really fun to chat with folks, talk about the Hebrew. So and about the Word of God and the faith, and man, it's just super fun. So anyway, I'm going to head out. I'm going to get some food, and then I'm going to head back and maybe hit the library later today. I'm back at the Grouchiest of Johns to do a bit of rare verb stems. Let's do it. All right, it is Monday, I think. I don't know, days are hard. More translations, I'm actually ahead. I'm gonna try to get further ahead and then do some more study, so. All right, walking to the library to get some more done. Also, parsing verbs and nouns and all this stuff is not nearly as much fun as just doing the translations, but it is something I need to do more practice on, so I'm doing some parsing, and then I have one last translation for Genesis 50, and then I'll move into Ruth. I'm actually a couple of chapters ahead this week, and it's just because a couple of the chapters were a little bit shorter, so I'm excited to see where we end up at the end of this week, and that might give me some time to either relax or do some additional studying. I don't know. Either way, headed to the library. It's actually a beautiful day here. Much less hot than you would expect Vegas to be. Anyway, that's me. See ya. It's the last day. I actually got through 5 chapters this week instead of just 3, which is excellent because I was counting yesterday, and apparently your man can't count. I only have 13 total weeks. So I'm actually past halfway at this point, and I only have 5 weeks remaining. So, should have been called, Can I Learn Hebrew in 13 Weeks? Not in 14 weeks. But here we are. So I still think I can do it. I still think I'll be all right. I'm a little bit ahead. I'm ahead for this week. I'm going to try to get even further ahead, potentially. But today I'm going to just kind of finish out reading back through the translations that I've already done. I finished all of the translations for the book of Genesis, and moving into chapter 24 and beyond, I'll be in the book of Ruth, Esther, and Jonah. So super excited for that. I'm gonna go hit yet another coffee shop. All right, we are at the end of week 8 of learning Hebrew in 13 weeks, not 14 weeks, because I can't count. Spoilers. So yeah, this is, I'm a little bit ahead. I am meeting with my pastor this week as well, but we're gonna dive in to the next week. I'm excited. It'll be some weak verb stems, and we're starting the book of Ruth, which the whole book of Ruth is essentially designed to explain to us what chesed, loving kindness, or covenant faithfulness really is. There is no direct translation for this word in the English. So, and even in Hebrew, they use the entire book of Ruth. Like, God uses the whole book of Ruth to explain what this actually means. So I'm excited to dive into that next week. So come back for week 9. Otherwise, God bless.